Yes guys, I'm back with another one, and today I'm going to go through BTC, see what happened at the 100k mark, see why we took a little poop. I'm going to go through BTC dominance, have a little look at USDT dominance, and just show you certain levels that I've marked out and how they act as previous supports, previous resistance, and just how easy you can make trading by just using them levels. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So I'm on BTC dominance. I'm on a little look at BTC dominance, and if I get weekly zones up on BTC dominance, so if I click weekly zones, can you see how in this weekly zone where we previously reacted, so let me just go to the weekly, look at these zones, what I've marked out. There's no indicator needed. I use this is like market cipher, but it's an indicator that James has made. It's called Edge Wave. Great indicator, just showing money flow in, money flow out. So if we look at these zones on the weekly, I had this zone marked out here because previously, once we got into it and we chopped about a little bit, we did end up firing away from this zone at the bottom of the zone. Same here, once we came up into it, we tried to push down away from it. The difference with this at the minute is the way we fired away from it, like this previous area here. But the way I'm looking, if we look this zone here and here, we had that before, and I'm looking at the reaction. The reaction is pretty similar, and we are in another very important zone that acted as a support area. But once it goes through, we really wanted it to just dump hard. This here, now where we're at, is a very significant area. So I'll close the weekly zones off. I'm going to go into the monthly. And so this is another monthly zone, what we're in right now. We are rejecting away from it, but we could do something similar to what we did here in this area. Possibly. That's what we could be doing. If we start to take off out of this area, then this is going to be another area of interest. If we dump hard, like we did here, that was in April, we want to see this dump continue. If not, altcoins may get smashed again, unfortunately. That's what we might have to deal with. So going down into the daily levels. So as you can see, I have got a lot of levels on here. So we've got significant areas where we're rejecting, we're holding, we're rejecting, we're holding, we're rejecting, we're holding. We want to see a big rejection here like this. That's what we want to see for altcoins to rally. If we get the other effect and we get a massive push up through it, and then a retest and another massive push up through it, we're looking at something like that. So altcoins will get smashed again. This reaction here is not too good, if I'm being honest. I don't like the reaction. So, you know, I might have to reevaluate some of the trades that I'm in at the minute, just to have a look where we're potentially going to be going. So that's BTC dominance. Keep an eye on that. We've got BTC itself, we've got high impact news as well today, so we're going to see these sort of reactions. But BTC, I think they're weekly levels, weekly zones. Let me have a little look. Weekly zones. Yeah, that's a high level weekly zone at the minute. What we're at. That on my trade idea. I'm probably not going to take that trade idea now. Just for the simple fact I don't like the look of this candle. This candle was horrible. So I am still watching for a potential rejection to come back down into these zones here. So they're my weekly zones. My daily zones are here. Watching this daily zone here. We've got weekly levels where we actually came into, reacted really well in that weekly level and pushed off, which we have done. We've got monthly levels. We are holding above this monthly level at the minute. We are inside the value area as well. So we might just see a lot of choppiness up and down in here before we can see any significant move down or any significant move back up to take out these highs. That's what I'm looking at in BTC. Until I see a significant move happening one way or another, then I'll take the trade. You know, if I can see a significant move happening and then we get a retracement into the golden pocket or into my Fibonacci level, what I'm going to be marking out, then I will take a trade. Until then, I need to just watch what's going on. So it's a sit on your fucking hands kind of rest of the week, if I'm being honest with you. That's all I can see in BTC. I still know we do have this big gap down here to fill. If we fill it, that's another story. I don't know. Let's just scan through a few altcoins right quickly. Ethereum, daily levels reacting perfectly. Let's go into the weekly, take off the daily levels. You can clearly see Ethereum is a little bit stronger than BTC. I'm not saying it's majorly stronger than BTC, but it is a little bit stronger than BTC. You can get your fib level on that daily. You can see where the initial move happened. You know, we could see a retracement back into this zone here at around 3.2 before we start to fire off again. Keep an eye on that. Like I say, we've got weekly levels. We are at a high resistance weekly level at the minute. You can just see how these levels that I've marked out are absolutely beautiful. You know, and if you use these levels, you know, you don't need to panic and you can just take your longer term trades. Weekly zone, we're in that zone at the minute. We need to fire out of that zone. We need to fire fairly quick out of this zone and then go. If we get a strong rejection into this zone, we could possibly be going into that level and then go. So that's Ethereum. Keep your eye on that. We've got, I'm not really going to go through them at the minute. Let me go on to my other coins, onto this list here. Pendle, clearly see we're in that high level resistance zone, getting rejected. We got rejected once, we're getting rejected twice. Fibs from the initial move up to where we are now. Tag that golden pocket. Could be coming back down to tag it again, and it will align up with this level here. So keep your eye on Pendle. WorldCoin, as you all know, I'm in this trade in WorldCoin. From the initial move, let's have a little look. It has retraced into that area. It could even come back into here and retrace again. You know, I've got levels, I've got monthly zones, I've got my weekly levels, I've got my monthly levels there, sorry, that were weekly zones, monthly levels, weekly levels, which we are rejecting from at the minute, and then I've also got some daily levels which we are getting rejected from at the minute. So I might close my wild trade for now, see if we can get retracement back into this golden pocket area, and then I will take another trade. That's WorldCoin. I'm just going to try fire through some as quick as I possibly can. This one my near trade. from the initial push up. We're getting rejected off that daily level, potentially coming back into this zone here and then fire off. That's what I'm looking at. Monthly zones, we're in that monthly zone. Weekly zone, we're in the weekly zone. Daily zone, we're inside that daily zone. We want to hold that zone. Monthly levels, we want to hold up above this monthly level here. Daily levels, we've been rejected from that daily level. Weekly level, we want to hold this level. Even if we deviate down below, we want to reclaim it as quickly as possible. That's what we're looking at. So if you're thinking about a trade on WorldCoin, NIA, this could be a potential area to be looking at along in NIA. Stops below this area here. Looking for a push out to around $11. Keep an eye on that. We're going to go through render and sol. Do sol now, right quickly while we're at it. We might as well. Let's just delete that 1 second. Sol. From this area here. Pull that up into there. We're in that golden pocket at the minute. On the daily. I expect a reaction in sol here at this area. Weekly zone. We're in a high level weekly resistance zone. Monthly. Want to hold this monthly level. Weekly, got rejected from that weekly. Daily, want to hold this daily really. If we can hold this daily, possibly go for them highs. So that's sol. Render, holding up fairly well. See how it's reacting from this weekly zone. I think it's a weekly zone. Lovely reaction in render. If we can hold this zone, will really help us out a lot. So we've got another swing low to the swing high. Potential long around 9, between 9.5 and 9. Hopefully we can hold that zone. That would be lovely if we can hold that zone. Monthly level, sorry. Yeah, we've been rejected from that monthly level at the minute. Weekly level, like I say, if we can hold that weekly level, but we are rejecting from that weekly level there as well. Daily levels, want to try and hold this level. If we do come down a little bit lower, there's, a lot of people are going to start to panic. I won't be panicking. I'll be looking to take another long in this zone here, like I said. Or you can have another little look from this swing low here up to that swing high. Possible long, like I say, between 9.4 and 9. And then another possible long from around 8.4 and 7.7. Areas to keep an eye on. We want to really hold this level. We don't want to be coming back down into here. But if we do, if we do something like that, I might take a quick short on it. Back into this level here. And then we'll go from there. So that's what we're looking. Like I say, we've got high impact news. I think it was the unemployment data today. All week we've had high impact news. The market will calm down at some point. Key levels, previous month's low there, previous week's low, previous day's low. It's about where we could possibly retrace into, if I'm being honest with you. Volume profile lines up perfectly with it as well. If we can hold above this volume profile and then you take your long, that's what I'm looking at in render. So I was looking at the other one. Let's have a little scan at total free. Want to really hold this level here on total free. Would be really lovely if we could hold that level. Let me get these key levels off a second. There's your weekly zone, weekly level. Monthly zone, we might even retrace back into this monthly zone here. Monthly level, which ties in perfectly with a monthly zone. I can even probably have a little look at my fib. Perfectly ties in with the monthly zone and the monthly level. So, and the weekly level, the weekly zone. So yeah, keep an eye on them. Like I say, I want people to start commenting below and, you know, telling me what you want to have a little look at, and I will go through it. And, you know, I'm not just saying I'll go through it. I will go through it for you. I don't mind going through these coins. You know, I've been in this game a while now, so I think I should know what's potentially going on. So that'd be my longing area in sushi. If it does retrace back into this area, that'll be my longing zone in sushi. Monthly levels right up to 1.8. Weekly, if we do deviate back below here, which there is a potential that we are going to deviate back below, you know, you're going to be looking for longs here in this zone. We don't want to lose that zone really and then start losing more zones. That's not going to be something that we really want to be doing. Daily level marks out with a weekly level, monthly level, like I said, right up there. We've got weekly zones. I will redo sushi. I've not put my monthly zones in at the minute, but I will have a little look at that at some point. While I'm here right quick, I might as well have a little look while I'm here right quick. Let me just remove that fib. Pretty important monthly zone that we're in right now. You can clearly see that. These are not hard to mark out, guys. These are so easy to mark out. That's your monthly zone right there. Doesn't need to be that big. Next monthly zone we have around here. Don't know why I keep making it so big. Next monthly zone around here. Next monthly zone around there. So how I'm marking it out is where it's reacted so many times previously before. It's so easy to mark out, you know, that you've got another zone there. And the reason we've got that zone there is I'm marking out just the body. I don't care about the wicks. The wicks mean nothing to me. They might mean something to some people that end up getting wrecked by that wick. But to me, that wick means absolutely nothing at all to me. Nothing. And it'll never mean anything to me. That's just showing me that there's a possible rejection or there's a possible, you know, exception in these sort of zones. I never can do this, man. But I've done it. So they're my monthly levels. You know how I do it. Just go into there. I'll just type in monthly zones. Grab them, pull them in, just like that. Nice and easy. Lock them in. Change the colour, because I do have templates for that as well. Monthly zones. Done. Nice and easy. Drop back down into the daily. When I can find the chart, whatever it is. Look at where we're at the minute in the daily. We're literally inside that monthly zone. We are literally in that zone. So like I say, using your fib, swing low to the swing high, that ties up with a point of control at 1-1. So, you know, it's so easy to do. I've got these levels marked out without even using the fib. These are my levels of interest that I've marked out myself. Because they're so easy to mark out that you will find success. Also, you can use this. You can see divergences on this. That's why I like to use this. Money's starting to flow back in. So, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. And you all know I've got links to CWP in my description. James's Baccarat indicators. This is one of the indicators I'm using right here. We've got Slim's bots, always printing, like I've said before. We've also got Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to take a little look at that as well. Little donation, buy me a coffee if you want me to continue to do these videos. And that's about it today. And I will probably catch you in the next couple of days, guys. I will do another video. So yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading, guys.